Hey everybody, my name is Trenton Fiscus and welcome to Theology in 3 minutes. Today's topic we're going to be talking about are some types of music more godly than others. And so when I was younger, I realized very quickly that I loved music. I loved everything that music had to offer. I loved instruments. I loved how voices can combine together to make beautiful sounds. And I remember when I was younger, my dad driving me to baseball games and we would be jamming in the car to Toby Mac. I don't know if y'all know Toby Mac. It's what I jammed to. It's what I did to get hype, right? But now more than ever, right, our culture is so invested in music. Just think about it. When you get in your car, right, one of the first things you probably do is you either plug your phone in, turn your music on, or you turn the radio on. And so it's so normal for us to desire listening to music. And so I think as believers, right, we need to know where that desire comes from. Where do we get this innate desire for music? And so I think rather asking the question, are some types of music more godly than others? I think the question every believer probably wants to ask is, does it matter what music I listen to? And my answer to both of those questions is yes, absolutely. I think some types of music are 100% more godly than others. And yes, also it 100% matters the kind of music that you are listening to and what you're putting into your mind. And so the Bible is very clear that music plays a big role in our lives. Most famous musician in the Bible, right, King David, used music mostly in the context of worship to God. And so, but there were instances in the book of Samuel, for example, that Saul uses music to soothe himself from experiencing being tormented by evil spirits. And so in the book of Nehemiah, right, the Israelites used music to warn of danger. And so it seems to be pretty clear in Scripture that music overwhelmingly is used for worship, but also is used for other purposes as well. But just like anything else in life, what you allow your mind to be filled with will ultimately affect how you think and how you operate. And so with that being said, I want to make very clear that there's nothing inherently sinful, right, about listening to secular music, right? I want to be clear on that. And no matter what kind of music it is, music has this ability to attach itself to a moment in time. And so even years removed from a moment, you probably have a song that when it plays, it takes you back to a specific moment, specific time, place, whatever it is, right? That's the power of music. That's the kind of hold that it can have on our souls. It sticks in our head and attaches itself to our memories, right? It's wild. And so the question to ask is, what kind of music would you rather attach your memories and your soul to? What do you want to stick in your head? Someone once told me that what you think about is what you care about. What you care about is what you chase, and what you chase is what you ultimately become. And so if we are continually filling our minds with music and words that aren't making us more like Christ, even though the music and the beat might be great, it might sound good, is that wise? And Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." And is the music you are listening to following the patterns of this world? Is it helping you in the process of being transformed by the renewal of your mind, or is it hurting? And is the music we fill our minds with bringing us closer, or is it pulling us further away from Jesus?